Soul sample, triumphant while that today's session opens. Every rep a permanent reminder of the unspoken power of the present, of the now, of the current session. Legendary brass, the permanent possession of a warrior who shows up fully present every morning. Triumphant soul and brass without any warning, delivering the power of the single focus session. Brass and soul sample, the permanent expression of a warrior who gives the session everything completely. Triumphant soul and brass arriving neatly between the reps, between the sets, between the present morning. Legendary brass and soul, the permanent adorning.
Today, this session counts. Today, this is what amounts to everything the future needs from now. Today, show the world how.
Soul sample, dark brass, arriving warm. Through every storm, present, fully present, real.
Today, starting to feel.
Second chapter brass, arriving warm and present. Triumphant soul sample underneath the permanent crescent moon of this single session, this single morning, this single rep. Legendary brass and strings beneath these presents. Step into the iron, into the tunnel, into the full attention. Triumphant soul and brass, the permanent dimension of a warrior who gives today everything it deserves. Legendary brass and soul sample, the permanent serve.
Yesterday is done. Tomorrow is not here. Today is the session. Today is the rep. Today is the only thing that matters. Give today everything. Today. This session counts. This is what amounts to everything the future needs from now. Today. Show the world how.
Soul sample, dark brass, arriving warm. Through every storm, present, fully present, real.
Starting to feel. This session
Yeah. 5 in the morning, shoes on bar, already waiting. Every rep a choice between the building and the fading. Back into the comfortable, back into the easy. Dark sim beneath, while nothing here is breezy. Every session bought with the alarm that was answered. Every brutal morning, every rep the permanent answer to the question of what separates the built from the unbuilt. Electronic stabs an iron without a trace of guilt. Answer the alarm, answer the call. Answer the alarm, give it your all. Every morning rep, every answer mile. Answer the alarm, worth every trial. Slip, dark, stab, arriving cold. Answer the alarm, every story told. Rising daily, rising early. Answer the alarm, never surely failing. Second session, the electronic stabs arriving sharp. Every answer morning leaving is permanent mark on the body, on the mindset, on the life being constructed. Electronic stabs and iron, the permanent instructed. Standard of the warrior who answers every morning. Dark scent and iron without any kind of warning. Building something daily, building something real. Answer the alarm, the most important deal. The alarm asks a question every morning. Will you build today? Answer it. Get up. Answer the call. Every morning. Answer the alarm. Answer the call. Answer the alarm. Give it your all. Every morning rep, every answered mile. Answer the alarm. Worth every trial. Sit dark, stacks, arriving cold. Answer the alarm, every story told. Rising daily, rising early. Answer the alarm, never surely failing. Answer the alarm. Answer the alarm. Answer. It's hard arriving honest while the session opens raw.
Every single rep a consequence of every flaw. Acknowledge, face, and fed into the daily iron session. Dark acoustic guitar, the permanent possession of a warrior who uses honesty as fuel. Guitar and warm strings, the permanent renewal of a life examined through the iron, through the daily. Dark acoustic and warm strings, and the warrior builds greatly on the honest, on the real, on the permanent admission. Guitar and strings, the permanent commission of a life worth building, of a self worth becoming. Dark acoustic guitar, while the honest keeps on coming. Honest with myself, honest every day. Honest with myself, finding every way. Every honest rep, every real mile. Honest with myself, worth every trial. Honest with myself through every storm. Honest with myself through every storm. Building honest, building daily. Honest with myself, never failing. Honest, honest with myself. Second session, warm guitar, building honest underneath. Every real rep delivering another wreath of confirmation that the honest is the starting point. Guitar and warm strings, a permanent joint between the life examined and the life being built better. Dark acoustic guitar through every kind of weather of the season, through the challenge, through the honest reckoning. Guitar and strings, they're permanent reckoning. Be honest with yourself about where you are, about where you wanna be. The gap between the two is where the session lives. Honest, 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 honest. Honest with myself, honest every day. Honest with myself, finding every way. Every honest rep, every real mile. Honest with myself, worth every trial. Honest with myself through every storm. Honest with myself through every storm. Honest, 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 honest with myself. Honest every day, honest.
Yeah. 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 Piano arriving while the overcoming session declares every obstacle a stepping stone. The warrior prepares to use his fuel, to use his building material daily. Kettle drums and strings, and the warrior builds greatly on the permanent foundation of the obstacle transformed. Haunting piano in a cinematic perfectly formed story of a warrior who turned every wall to door. Every obstacle the warrior always wants more. From the session, from the iron, from the daily overcoming. Cinematic strings and piano while the warrior keeps coming. Through every challenge, through every season, through the hard. Haunting piano, the permanent regard. Overcome and build, overcome and rise. Overcome and build, opening every eyes. Every conquering rep, every overcome mile. Overcome and build, work every trial. Holding strings arrive. Overcome and build, keeping us alive. Turning obstacles to stepping stones. Overcome and build, warrior owns. Second act, the orchestra arriving with the overcoming. Haunting piano and the permanent becoming of a warrior whose obstacles become the permanent advantage. Kettle drums and strings, the permanent advantage. Turn the armor, turn the fuel, turn the building material. Piano and strings, the permanent serial entrepreneur of turning heart into the permanent resource. Haunting piano, kettle drums, the permanent force. Every obstacle you have faced has been building you. Every challenge was training. Every difficult season was curriculum. Overcome and build, the obstacle is the way. Overcome and build, overcome and rise. Overcome and build, opening every eyes. Every conquering rock, every overcome mile. Overcome and build, worth every trial. Hunting strings arrive. Overcome and build, keeping us alive. Turning obstacles to stepping stones. Overcome and build, warrior owns. Overcome and build. Steady high. Pow, 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 pow. Standard, set the dominance and dog while the standard session opens. Every ripple raise another permanent, a spoken bar that the warrior sets above the comfortable ceiling. Aggressive stabs beneath the permanent, revealing of the standard built through daily iron sessions. Dark dominance in delivering the permanent lessons. That the standard is the floor for the warrior, not the ceiling. Aggressive stabs and dominance in the permanent, dealing with every lower standard, every comfortable arrival. Dark dominance in denying the permanent survival of a level that keeps rising through the daily session. Aggressive stabs, the permanent possession. Set the standard, set it high. Set the standard, reaching for the sky. Every high rep, every standard mile. Set the standard, work every trial. Set the stabs,
Crazy cold.
set the standard,
Every story told.
racing daily.
Never lowering.
Set the standard.
Always powering.
Second session, aggressive stabs, arriving dominant deeper. Every standard setting rep, making the warrior a keeper of a level that the comfortable considers out of reach. Dominance in, then aggressive steps, the permanent teacher. What happens when the standard keeps on rising? Dark dominance in, the permanent advising of a warrior who never lets the standard slip or settle. Aggressive stabs and dominance in, the permanent metal. Set the standard high, then raise it. Every session, the standard you set today is the floor tomorrow. Set it high every morning. Set the standard.
Set it high.
Set the standard.
Reaching for the sky.
Every hard work.
Every standard mile.
Set the standard.
Work every trial.
Set the stabs.
Crush it close.
Set the standard.
Every story told.
Racing daily.
Never lowering.
Set the standard.
Always powering.
Set the standard.
Set it high.
Standard set. Yeah. Soul sample golden while the earning session opens. Every rep a deposit on the permanent unspoken. Account of capability being built through daily sessions. Warm saxophone delivering the permanent possessions of a warrior who earns through iron, earns through morning. Golden era soda saxophone without warning. Delivering to earn the permanent, the daily accumulated. Warm saxophone and soul sample, the permanent elated. Feeling of the warrior who knows that what they have was built. Golden era soul without a trace of guilt. For the confidence that earn produces through the session. Warm saxophone and soul sample, delivering the lesson. Earn not given, earn not handed. Earn not given, never left stranded. Every earning rep, every built mile. Earn not given, worth every trial. Soul sample, dark saxophone warm. Earn not given through every storm. Building, earn, building real. Earn not given. Start in the field. Start in the field. Second chapter, saxophone building. Warm earn beneath every deserved rep, delivering another wreath of something permanent built through daily iron devotion. Golden era soul and saxophone, a permanent ocean of confidence produced by the consistent earning. Warm saxophone and soul, the permanent learning that earned confidence differs from the giving kind completely. Soul sample and saxophone arriving neatly. Nobody handed this to you. You earned every bit of it. Every rep, every session, every morning, earned, not given. Remember that. Earn not given, earn not handed. Earn not given, never left stranded. Every earning rep. every bill mile. Earn not giving worth every trial. Soul sample dark, dark saxophone warm. Earn not giving through every storm. Building earn, building real. Earn not giving. Start in the field. Process soul sample while the session opens with intention. Every rep a permanent and deliberate dimension of the process being honored through the daily showing up. Dark process, soul and horn stabs filling every cup of patience, of consistency, of permanent devotion. Horn stabs beneath the constant forward motion of a warrior who trusts the process through the invisible. Dark soul sample and horn stabs, the permanent, divisible journey from the start until the arriving through the daily. Process, soul sample and horn stabs, and the warrior builds greatly on the permanent foundation of the trust in the process. Dark soul sample and horn stabs, the permanent promise. Trust the process, trust the daily, trust the process. Never failing every process. Rep every patient mind, trust the process. Birth every trial. Soul sample, dark horn stabs arise. Trust the process, keeping us alive. Patient daily, patient real. Trust the process, starting to feel. Second chapter, horn stabs, building process. Warm beneath every patient rep, delivering another wreath of confirmation that the process produces results eventually. Dark soul sample and horn stabs, the permanent penalty for skipping the process, for rushing to the destination. Process, soul and horn stabs, the permanent foundation of a warrior who honors every step of every session. Dark soul sample and horn stabs, the permanent lesson. The result is in the process, not at the destination. Every session is the result, every rep is the outcome. Trust the process, it is working, even when invisible. Trust it. Trust the process, trust the daily, trust the process. Never failing every process. Rep every patient mind, trust the process. Worth every trial. Soul sample, dark horn stabs arise. Trust the process, keeping us alive. Patient daily, patient real. Trust the process, starting to feel. Trust it. Trust it. Trust the process. Trusted. Session opens, every single version of the future left unspoken, and until the session in the eye, I make it permanent and real. Kettle drums and strings, the most important thing we feel when the rap connects the present to the future being built. Cinematic piano with strings without a trace of guilt, for wanting more, for becoming more, for the daily choosing. Dark piano with strings, the permanent refusing of the static of the standing still of the never quite becoming. Cinematic strings and piano where the warrior keeps coming into the version that the daily session permanently shapes. Dark piano, kettle drums, a permanent escape. Becoming every single day. Becoming, finding every way. Every becoming rep, every shaping mile. Becoming, worth every trial. Becoming dark strings, beginning swell. Emotional piano when the kettle drums the pull of the version being built for the warrior building it. Cinematic strings and piano, the permanent permit to become something different from the one who started. Dark piano and strings for the permanently scarred, who chose to become through the daily iron session. Cinematic strings, the permanent possession.
You are not finished becoming. Every session adds to the becoming. Every rep shapes the version, become intentionally. Through the iron, through the daily, becoming, 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 becoming. Every single day, becoming, becoming. Finding everywhere. Every becoming rep, every shape and mile. Becoming, becoming. Worth every trial. Becoming. Dark strings, beginning swell. Becoming, becoming. Rising from the shell. Becoming daily, becoming real. Becoming, becoming. Starting to feel. Becoming. Session opens, every rep a finishing of the permanent unspoken promise to the iron, to the session, to the daily brass stabs arriving sharp while the warrior builds greatly on the permanent foundation of the always finishing. Orchestral sample and brass, the permanent distinguishing factor between the warrior who starts and the one who completes. Every session, every rep, the permanent defeats of the version that would quit before the session is completely. Brass stabs and orchestral strings arriving neatly between the rest, between the sets, between the brutal morning and brass, the permanent adorning. Finish what you start. Finish every rep. Finish what you start. Taking every step, every completed rep, every finished mile. Finish what you start. Worth every trial. Dark, dark, brace stabs warm. Finish what you start. Through every storm, completing daily, completing real. Finish what you start. Starting to feel. Second chapter, brass arriving harder, ethical deeper. Every finished rep, making the warrior a keeper of the habit of the permanent finishing of the session. Orchestral sample and brass, the permanent possession of a warrior who never leaves a session incomplete. Brass stabs and orchestral strings, the permanent beat of a standard that demands the finishing of every started, every stamble. Brass, the permanent wholehearted. Finish what you start. In the gym, in life, the rep you almost finish does not count. Finish it. Every rep, every session. Finish. Finish what you start. Finish every rep. Finish what you start. Taking every step, every completed rep, every finished mile. Finish what you start. Worth every trial. Dark, dark, gray stabs warm. Finish what you start. Through every storm, completing daily, completing real. Finish what you start. Starting to feel. Finish what you start. Finish what you start. Finish. Finish what you start. Finish every rep. Finish. Yeah. Adapts in dark while the session demands adjustment. Every rep a permanent and clear readjustment of the approach of the standard of the daily execution. Dark adapts and string stabs the permanent solution to every plateau, to every stuck, to every stop progressing. Adapts in delivering the permanent blessing of a warrior who never stays the same through daily session. String stabs and adapts in the permanent possessions of a mindset that adjusts, that grows, that permanently changes. Dark adapts in the strings, the permanent ranges of a warrior who adapts to every challenge, every season. Adapts in the string stabs, the permanent reason. Adapt and grow, adapt and build. Adapt and grow, every promise fulfilled. Every adapting rep, every growing mile. Adapt and grow, worth every trial. Adapt, synth dark streams arrive. Adapt and grow, keeping us alive.
warrior, a keeper of the flexibility of the permanent adjusting. Dark adapt, synth and string steps, the permanent trusting of the process of the daily, of the always getting better. Adapt, synth and string steps to every kind of weather of the season, of the challenge of the permanent requiring. Dark adapt, synth and strings, the permanent inspiring.
Adapt or stay stuck. The warrior adapts. Every session teaches something. Every plateau is information.
Adapt and grow. The warrior never stays the same. Adapt, adapt and grow, adapt and build. Adapt and grow, every promise fulfilled. Every adapting rep, every growing mile. Adapt and grow, worth every trial. Adapt, sit, dark strings arrive. Adapt and grow, keeping us alive. Adjusting daily, adjusting real. Adapt and grow, starting to feel. Adapt and grow. Adapt and grow. Adapting. Soul sample triumphant while the today session opens. Every rep a permanent reminder, the unspoken power of the present, of the now, of the current session. Legendary brass, the permanent possession of a warrior who shows up fully present every morning. Triumphant soul and brass without any warning, delivering the power of the single focus session. Brass and soul sample, the permanent expression of a warrior who gives the session everything completely. Triumphant soul and brass arriving neatly between the rest, between the sets, between the present morning. Legendary brass and soul, the permanent adorning.
Today this session counts. Today this is what amounts to everything the future needs from now. Today.
Show the world how. Soul sample dark brass, arriving warm.
Today. Through every storm.
Present, fully present, real.
Starting to feel. Starting to feel. Starting to feel.
Second chapter brass arriving warm and present. Triumphant soul sample underneath the permanent crescent. Moon of the single session, this single morning, this single rep. Legendary brass and strings beneath each present. Step into the iron, into the tunnel, into the full attention. Triumphant soul and brass, the permanent dimension of a warrior who gives today everything it deserves. Legendary brass and soul sample, the permanent serves.
Yesterday is done, tomorrow is not here. Today is the session. Today
Is the rep,
Today
is the rep.
Today
Nay.
Only thing that matters
Give today.
every day. Today this session counts. Today this is what amounts to everything the future needs from now.
Show the world how. Soul sample dark brass, arriving warm.
Through every storm.
Present, fully present, real.
Starting to feel. Starting to feel. Today. This session counts. Today.
Answer the alarm. Answer the alarm. Answer the alarm. Yeah. 5 in the morning, shoes on bar, already waiting. Every rep a choice between the building and the fading. Back into the comfortable, back into the easy. Dark sin beneath, wow, nothing here is breezy. Every session bought with the alarm that was answered. Every brutal morning, every rep the permanent answer to the question of what separates the built from the unbuilt. Electronic stabs an iron without a trace of guilt. Answer the alarm, answer the call. Answer the alarm, give it your all. Every morning rep, every answered mile. Answer the alarm, work every trial. Synth dark stabs arriving. permanent mark on the body, on the mindset, on the life being constructed. Electronic stabs and iron, the permanent instructed. Standard of the warrior who answers every morning. Dark sent and iron without any kind of warning. Building something daily, building something real. Answer the alarm, the most important deal.
The alarm asks the question every morning. Will you build today? Answer it.
Get up, answer the call.
Every morning.
Answer the alarm, answer the call. Answer the alarm, give it your all. Every morning rep, every answer mile. Answer the alarm, work every trial. Think dark, stabs arriving cold. Answer the alarm, every story told. Rising daily, rising early. Answer the alarm, never surely failing.
Guitar arriving honest while the session opens raw. Every single rep a consequence of every flaw. Acknowledged, facing fed into the daily iron session. Dark acoustic guitar, the permanent possession of a warrior who uses honesty as fuel. Guitar and warm strings, a permanent renewal of a life examined through the iron, through the daily. Dark acoustic and warm strings, and the warrior builds greatly on the honest, on the real, on the permanent admission. Guitar and strings, a permanent commission of a life worth building, of a self worth becoming. Dark acoustic guitar, while the honest keeps on coming. Honest with myself, honest every day. Honest with myself, finding every way. Every honest rep, every real mile. Honest with myself, worth every trial. Honest with myself through every one. Honest with myself through every storm. I'm building, honest, building daily. Honest with myself, never failing. Second session, one guitar, building honest underneath every real rep. Delivering another wreath of confirmation that the honest is the starting point. Guitar and warm strings, the permanent joint between the life examined and the life being built better. Dark acoustic guitar through every kind of weather of the season, through the challenge, through the honest reckoning. Guitar and strings, the permanent beckoning. Be honest with yourself about where you are, about where you wanna be. The gap between the two is where the session lives. Honest every morning, honest with myself, honest every day. Honest with myself, finding every way. Every honest rap, every real mile. Honest with myself, worth every try. Honest with myself, the worries stop. Honest with myself, never failing. Honest with myself, never failing. Honest with myself, honest with myself, honest every day. Honest.
Yeah. Piano arriving while the overcoming session declares every obstacle a stepping stone. The warrior prepares to use his fuel, to use his building material daily. Kettle drums and strings, and the warrior builds greatly on the permanent foundation of the obstacle transformed. Haunting piano in the cinematic, perfectly formed story of a warrior who turned every water door. Every obstacle, the warrior always wants more from the session, from the iron, from the daily overcoming. Cinematic strings of piano while the warrior keeps coming. Through every challenge, through every season, through the hard. Haunting piano, the permanent regard. Overcome and build, overcome and rise, overcome and build. Opening every eyes, every conquering rep, every overcome mile. Overcome and build, worth every trial. PL, haunting strings arise. Overcome and build, keeping us alive. Turning obstacles to stepping stones. Overcome and build, warrior owns. reconnect the orchestra arriving with the overcoming. Haunting piano when the permanent becoming of a warrior whose obstacles become the permanent vantage. Kettle drums and strings, the permanent bandage. Turn to armor, turn to fuel, turn to building material. Piano and strings, the permanent cereal. Entrepreneur of turning hard into the permanent resource. Haunting piano, kettle drums, the permanent force. Every obstacle you have faced has been building you. Every challenge was training. Every difficult season was curriculum. Overcome and build. The obstacle is the way. Overcome and build. Overcome and rise. Overcome and build. Opening every eyes, every conquering vet, every overcome mile. Overcome and build. Worth every trial. Piano haunting, strings arrive. Overcome and build. Keeping us alive. Turning obstacles to stepping stones. Overcome and build. Warrior owns. Overcome and build. Overcome and build. Overcome and rise. Build. Set the standard. Dominant, set the standard. Dominance in dark while the standard session opens. Every rapper raising another permanent unspoken bar that the warrior sets above the comfortable ceiling. Aggressive stabs beneath the permanent revealing of the standard build through daily iron sessions. Dark dominance and delivering the permanent lessons. That the standard is the floor for the warrior, not the ceiling. Aggressive stabs and dominance into permanent dealing with every lower standard, every comfortable arrival. Dark dominance and denying the permanent survival of a level that keeps rising through the daily session. Aggressive stabs the permanent possession. Set the standard, set it high. Set the standard, reaching for the sky. Every high rack, every standard mile. Set the standard, worth every trial. Some dark stabs, stretches, cold. Set the standard, every story told. Raising daily, never lowering. Set the standard, always powering. Second session, aggressive stabs arriving dominant deeper. Every standard setting rep, making the warrior a keeper of a level that the comfortable considers out of reach. Dominant synced and aggressive stabs the permanent teeth. So what happens when the standard keeps on rising? Dark dominant synced the permanent advising of a warrior who never lets the standard slip or settle. Aggressive stabs and dominance in the permanent metal. Set the standard high, then raise it. Every session, the standard you set today is the floor tomorrow. Set it high every morning. Set the standard, set it high. Set the standard, reaching for the sky. Every high rep, every standard mile. Set the standard, worth every trial. Sun dark stabs, questions cold. Set the standard, every story told. Raising daily, never lowering. Set the standard, always powering. Set the standard. Set it high. Standard. Sample golden while the earning session opens. Every rep a deposit on the permanent unspoken account of capability being built through daily sessions. Warm saxophone delivering the permanent possessions of a warrior who earns through iron, earns through morning. Golden era soul and saxophone without warning, delivering to earn the permanent, the daily, the accumulated. Warm saxophone and soul sample, the permanent elated feeling of the warrior who knows that what they have was built. Golden era soul without a trace of guilt, for the confidence that earn produces through the session. Warm saxophone and soul sample delivering the lesson. Earn not given, earn not handed, earn not given, never left stranded. Every earning rep, every built mile, earn not given, worth every trial. Soul sample dark, saxophone warm, earn not given.
storm.
Build and earn.
Building real.
Earn, not giving.
Start in the field.
Second chapter, saxophone building warm, earn beneath every deserved rep, delivering another wreath of something permanent built through daily iron devotion. Golden era soul and saxophone, the permanent ocean of confidence produced by the consistent earning. Warm saxophone and soul, the permanent learning that earn confidence differs from the given kind completely. Soul sample and saxophone arriving neatly. Nobody handed this to you. You earned every bit of it. Every rep, every session, every morning. Earn, not giving. Remember that, remember that. Earn, not giving.
Earn not handed.
Earn, not giving.
Never left stranded.
Every earn and rep.
Every built mile.
Earn, not giving.
Worth every trial.
Soul sample dog.
Saxophone warm.
Earn, not giving.
Through every storm.
Building earn.
Building real.
Earn, not giving.
Start in the field. Yeah. Blah, blah. Hey. Yeah. Process, soul sample while the session opens with intention. Every rep a permanent and deliberate dimension of the process being honored through the daily showing up. Dark process, soul and horn stabs filling every cup of patience. Of consistency, a permanent devotion. Horn stabs beneath the constant forward motion of a warrior who trusts the process through the invisible. Dark soul sample and horn stabs, the permanent divisible. Journey from the start into the arriving through the daily process. Soul sample and horn stabs. And the warrior builds greatly on the permanent foundation of the trust in the process. Dark soul sample and horn stabs, the permanent promise. Trust the process, trust the daily, trust the process, never failing. Every process, rep every patient mile. Trust the process, worth every trial. Soul sample, dark horn stabs arrive. Trust the process, keeping us alive. Patient daily, patient real. Trust the process, start in the field. Second chapter, horn stabs, building process warm beneath every patient rep, delivering another wreath of confirmation that the process produces results eventually. Dark soul sample and horn stabs, the permanent penalty for skipping the process, for rushing to the destination. Process, soul and horn stabs, the permanent foundation of a warrior who honors every step of every session. Dark soul sample and horn stabs, the permanent lesson. The result is in the process, not at the destination. Every session is the result. Every rep is the outcome. Trust the process. It is working. Even when invisible, trust it. Trust the process, trust the daily. Trust the process, never failing. Every process, rep every patient mile. Trust the process, worth every trial. Cell sample, dark horn stabs arrive. Trust the process, keeping us alive. Patient daily, patient real. Trust the process, start in the field. Trust the process. Trust the daily. Trust it. Yeah.
when session opens. Every single version of the future left unspoken until the session and the I make it permanent and real. Kettle drums and strings, the most important thing we feel when the rep connects the present to the future being built. Cinematic piano and strings without a trace of guilt for wanting more, for becoming more, for the daily choosing. Dark piano with strings, the permanent refusing of the static of the standing still of the never quite becoming. Cinematic strings and piano while the warrior keeps coming into the version that the daily session permanently shapes. Dark piano, kettle drums, a permanent escape. Becoming, every single day. Becoming, finding every way, every becoming, rap every shaping mile. Becoming, worth every trial. Piano, dark strings, beginning swell. Becoming, rising from the shell. Becoming daily, becoming real. Becoming, starting the feel. Yeah, second act, the orchestra arriving with the becoming full. Dark emotional piano when the kettle drums, the pull of the version being built for the warrior building the cinematic strings and piano, the permanent permit to become something different from the one who started. Dark piano with strings for the permanently scarred who chose to become through the daily iron session. Cinematic strings, the permanent possession.
You are not finished becoming. Every session adds to the becoming. Every rep shapes the version. Become intentionally
Through the iron, through the daily becoming. Becoming, every single day. Becoming, finding every way, every becoming, rap every shape and mold. Becoming, worth every trial. Piano, dark strings, beginning swell. Becoming, rising from the shell. Becoming daily, becoming real. Becoming, starting to feel. Becoming,
Yeah. Finish what you start. Finish what you start.
Yeah. While the completed session opens, every rep a finishing of the permanent unspoken. Promise to the iron, to the session, to the daily brass stabs arriving sharp while the warrior builds greatly on the permanent foundation of the always finishing. The oak issue sample and brass, the permanent distinguishing factor between the warrior who starts and the one who completes. Every session, every rep, the permanent defeats of the version that will quit before the session is completely. Brass stabs and noise, those strings arriving neatly between the raps, between the sets, between the brutal morning and brass, the permanent adorning.
Finish what you start. Finish every rep. Finish what you start. Taking every step, every completed rep, every finished mile. Finish what you start.
Work. Every trial.
Finish your dark.
Stabs warm.
Finish what you start.
Through every storm. Complete and daily, complete and real.
Finish what you start.
Starting the field. Second chapter, brass arriving harder, air gets through deeper. Every finished rep making the warrior a keeper of the habit of the permanent finishing of the session. And brass, the permanent possession of a warrior who never leaves a session incomplete. Brass stabs and all still strings, the permanent beat of a standard that demands the finishing of every started. Ocus you sample brass, the permanent wholehearted.
finish what you start. In the gym, in life, the rep you almost finish does not count.
Finish it! Every rep, every session, finish! Finish what you start! Finish what you start! Finish what you start! Finish every rep, finish what you start! Taking every step, every completed rep, every finished mile. Finish what you start!
Work.
Every trial. Finish so dark. Stabs warm.
absent, dark while the session demands adjustment. Every rep a permanent and clear readjustment of the approach of the standard of the daily execution. Dark adaptant and strength of the permanent solution. To every plateau, to every stop, to every stop, progressing adaptant, delivering the permanent blessing of a warrior who never stays the same through daily sessions. String stabs and adapts at the permanent possessions of a mindset that adjusts and grows, that permanently changes. Dark adaptant and strings the permanent ranges of a warrior who adapts to every challenge, every season. Adapts at the string stabs, the permanent reason. Adapt and grow, adapt and build, adapt and grow. Every promise fulfilled, every adapting rap, every growing mile. Adapt and grow, work every trial. Adapt, talk strings arrive. Adapt and grow, keeping us alive. Adjusting daily, adjusting real. Adapt and grow, starting to feel. Second session, string stabs arriving, adapting deeper. Every growing rep, making the warrior a keeper of the flexibility of the permanent adjusting. Dark adapts and string stab, the permanent trusting of the process of the daily, of the always getting better. Adapts and string stabs to every kind of weather of the season, of the challenge of the permanent requiring. Dark adapts and the strings, the permanent inspiring. Adapt or stay stuck. The warrior adapts. Every session teaches something. Every plateau is information. Adapt and grow. The warrior never stays the same. Adapt. Adapt and grow. Adapt and build. Adapt and grow. Every promise fulfilled. Every adapting rap. Every growing mile. Adapt and grow. Adapt, talk strings arrive. Adapt and grow, keeping us alive. Adjusting daily, adjusting real. Adapt and grow, starting to feel.